Come on in, pull up a chair, and take a load off, because today I'll be sharing a first look and paging through the 4th edition Fading Suns Intrigues and Escapades from Ulisses Spiele. And we'll get stuck in right after this. Howdy, 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 gang. Welcome once again to the Duct Tape Studios. I'm Jeff McAleer, your host, here at the Gaming Gang channel. As mentioned in the open, I'm going to be taking a first look and paging through the 4th edition Fading Suns Intrigues and Escapades from Ulisses Spiele. This is written by Brian Campbell, Danielle Delisle, Vidar Edlund, Brian Freiermuth, Lee Hammock, Howard David Ingham, Bill Maxwell, and Sasha Snitzer. This 108-page hardcover is available now, carries an MSRP of $34.99, or you can grab the PDF alone over at DriveThruRPG for $17.49. So let's swing on over to the other camera, because here I've got Fading Suns, Intrigues, and Escapades. So a few things before we dive in. First off, the fine folks over at Ulisses Spiele were kind enough to provide me with this review copy, but neither I nor anyone else affiliated with the Gaming Gang has received any other sort of compensation for me to share this coverage with you. And these days, it's important that you know that. I'm also going to be staying picture-in-picture up here. So that means as we take a peek through, I'm going to be cutting off the upper left portion of the book. Do want to mention we're not going to look at each and every page, but I do want to give you a good feel for what's in Intrigues and Escapades. This is not a review. This is the first time I've taken a peek at this. I have not cracked this open, so I have no idea what's inside. I'm assuming we're going to have some adventures. And of course, obviously, this is not a review, so nothing is scripted. It's all stream of consciousness. So let's take a look at the back here. The Great Game. Nobles, priests, and merchants constantly vie for supremacy in a variety of intrigues that inevitably lead to risky escapades, kidnappings, rescues, heists for troops caught in their webs. Scheming is a daily regimen for nobles who spend inordinate amounts of time planning their latest move with panache and style. Priests use the Pancreator's grace as a bartering chip to access ideological supremacy and even sinecures to wealthy ministries. And don't discount the merchants. Whoever has the gold makes the rules, but whoever handles the gold can charge a hefty service fee. Since all these factions' schemes often skirt the law, they often set up fall guys, independent troops, to take the heat when things go wrong. Intrigues and Escapades unveils the conspiracy customs among nobles, priests, and merchants, showing how some are raised from birth to scheme, while others learn from hard knocks. Presented are 2 detailed dramas, there we go, so we've got adventures, involving troops in such dirty dealings, along with a host of drama hooks that game masters can develop with their own twists. Sweet. All right, let's jump on in. So this week, I have featured Fading Suns all throughout the Gaming Gang. So the 3 core books I tackled on my live stream, the Gaming Gang Dispatch. So we took a look at the character book, Game Master book, and Universe book on the 3 episodes this week. I also have a standalone video where I take a peek at the faction book. So this is the final book that I've got for Fading Suns to take a peek at. So here we've got a primer on Cutthroat Society. There are many dramas you can stage in Fading Suns: adventure, mystery, exploration, horror, and pretty much anything you can imagine. This book highlights dramas of intrigue, court conspiracies, priestly plots, and guild schemes. So we have the nobility, the church, merchant guilds, and then we've got our 2 example adventures, introductory adventures, And then we have some drama hooks, some adventure nuggets for us to take a peek at. So we're going to start off. We got the nobility, an intriguing life. All right. Before they were born, these fortunate or unfortunate enough to claim nobility are tangled in webs of obligation, power, money, schemes, and privilege. They are taught from the cradle to represent their house in the way it wants them to. So we're going to get a background on each of the three major factions in Fading Suns and how I guess they scheme against each other and other houses and sects. That's kind of interesting. So we've got the church. I have to say, having looked through these various different 4th edition Fading Suns books, this setting looks really, really interesting. And according to some folks who have commented both on Twitter and on YouTube, who have far more experience with Fading Suns than I do, that's what they've been telling me, is that this is a really unique setting, very interesting setting, and it allows for a variety of different kind of science fiction role playing. I had always heard that this is kind of a like a Byzantine Empire in space kind of setting. So here we've got the merchant guilds, dreams and schemes. Let's go back here for a sec. They come to the stars with the lure of freedom, freedom from tyranny, freedom from the crushing yoke of the church, and freedom to make their way through the universe under their terms. What they find is greed and corruption, just like any other, but maybe, just maybe, the seed of a new, better life. All right, so this is discussing the merchant guilds taking the fall. So we have the charioteers, engineers. Looks like we have the major guilds here. All right, and then we've got dramas. So we've got a couple of adventures here. The Dark Burden. The troupe has scored a job ferrying copies of an episode of the popular Magic Lantern series, Nobles Also Weep, from one planet to another planet. Nuventina on Icon. While they're there, locals pressure them to investigate a noble who inspired a number of plot lines for the show and around whom unsettling rumors circulate. Okay, that's kind of interesting. Looks like there's a ghost in it. All righty. As I pointed out, looking through some of the other books, it appears that this is kind of a scene-based sort of role-playing game system. Different acts. So Act 2 are better angels. The better angels of our nature. Looks like there's a few pages long. 3 acts. Then we have 3 wise monkeys. The setting for this drama is the sprawling metropolis of Kesperate on Leaghelm, or Leagheim. The troupe is recruited by Ozil Devatha of the Charioteers Guild to find compromising material on a potential political rival to his family's business. The up-and-coming Krobo conglomerate, an enterprise of renowned Gannic weaponsmith guilders. Gannic are sort of like simian creatures. They're a simian race, intelligent race. I only know that from the faction book. Over the course of the adventure, the troupe will find compromising material on Ozil Devatha himself, and they'll have to decide if they're willing to continue to work for him or if they actually end up switching sides. Double cross. See no evil. Looks like we've got a few scenes in this as well. So that is the simian race there. I think it was Gannic or Gannock. Oh, looks like we've got a little bit of a map layout here. It's kind of an interesting way to put the maps together. They almost look like they're on a data chip. It's kind of cool. So looks like this is a little bit longer than the first adventure. Seeing we're at 16 scenes, well, 15 scenes, I guess. Yep. No, 16 scenes. Then we've got some adventure nuggets here that the game master can utilize. It's like they're broken up by the different factions. Oh, looks like we've got quite a few here. Sweet. And then we've got some drama hooks. So these look about the same length. Actually, a little longer than those other ones. All right, and there's the 108 pages of the 4th edition Fading Suns Intrigues and Escapades. And of course, just like all the rest of the 4E Fading Suns books, I will have a review of Intrigues and Escapades in the very near future. All right, that's it for this time out. If you like this video, by all means, please give it a quick thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and if you do subscribe, ding that bell. It'll not only let you know when I upload videos such as this first look, it'll also inform you when my live stream, the Gaming Gang Dispatch, airs Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday evenings right here on YouTube at 7 p.m. Central. And of course, when you're not watching videos on the Gaming Gang channel, be sure to visit thegaminggang.com for all the latest in gaming news, reviews, and a whole lot more. You know the drill. Get your geek on at thegaminggang.com. Thanks so much for taking time out to watch this video. And of course, until I see you next time, here's hoping each and every one of you get to enjoy plenty of great gaming with your gang. Oh, hey, you're still here. Well, if that's the case, by all means, subscribe to the Gaming Gang channel by clicking right here. Check out the latest episode of the Gaming Gang Dispatch, or find out what YouTube recommends you check out from the channel. And of course, once again, I'm Jeff McAleer. Thanks for watching.